Hello everyone, my name is Aurora. I'm a yoga teacher at USC Leiden, and today I'm gonna share with you a yin yoga practice. A yin yoga practice more focused actually on the urinary bladder meridian and the kidney meridian, two energy lines connected to the kidneys and to our urinary bladder, connected to the water element, and especially now when we're going towards the summer, it's actually a time in which we slowly want to bring that flow into our bodies again. Water is actually the element connected to winter, so we actually just came out of the season connected mostly to water. However, I think that a little bit of flow can be nice along the way as well, especially because water can also pacify the fire that we're going towards in the summer. So if you notice throughout the practice that maybe you also get more thirsty, or on the other hand, what also sometimes happens, that you want to go to the toilet. The beauty of YouTube is that you can always just pause the video and just take your time to go. It will be a practice that physically we will focus a lot on the forward folds, so a little bit less on compressing the kidney and urinary bladder meridian, a little bit more on stretching it out. Both meridians run on the back of our body, so like I said, we're going to focus a little bit more on stretching them out instead of compressing them. So also if you had a day in which you're sitting down a lot, if you had a day in which you notice, oh, my whole shoulders are tense, this is also the sequence for you. We're going to start with a small meditation to really focus upon the breath, the flow of the breath inside of our body right now. So you can come into any seated position that feels comfortable, that feels good for you right now. And then from there, maybe you want to roll up the shoulders, and then from there, rolling them back and down. Maybe wiggling the butt a little bit so you can feel those sitting bones in the ground. And then closing your eyes here, releasing those shoulders. And in our yin sequence today, we're gonna look for the soft quality of water. Water can be both aggressive as well as calm, fluid, able to make space. So it is that second quality that we're going to focus upon today. So keeping it soft, creating that energy flow throughout the body. Letting it go just a little bit more every time we exhale right now. See if you can find that space in the belly when you inhale. Having that full deep exhalation on your exhale. And then see if you can bring your focus all the way towards the lower back. It's the place where the kidneys are. And then see if with every single inhalation you can send all your breath towards the lower part of the back. So that when you inhale, that lower part of your lower back is moving. Your next exhalation, bringing your chin towards your chest. Keep observing the breath going all the way down towards the lower part of your back. From there, we slowly roll onto hands and knees. And then from there, you move towards downward facing dog. And we're going to use downward dog as a transition pose to slowly either walk your hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands. And you drop your head, holding on to the arms here. And then from there, see if you can drop that head completely. Closing your eyes here, giving a little micro bend in the knees. And maybe you want to bring a little watery flow into your practice here by slowly moving from side to side without using too much effort, just letting your body guide you here. Another option here, if you notice it's too much for the back, is to place the hands down, relaxing the arms here. And if you can't reach the ground, maybe placing some blocks or some books underneath the hands. We're not staying here long, so on your next exhale, slowly move those hands to the front, placing the knees down, placing the top of the feet down, and then slowly come and lay down here. One option is to place your hands underneath your head, or maybe you want to bring the hands back, placing it behind you. Now, if you notice that you want a little bit more space for your belly in between, you can place those knees a little bit wider, a little bit further away from each other, and then from there dropping it all down in between, either with those hands underneath the head or with the arms to the back here. See what your option is. Also here we breathe fully towards the lower part of our spine, towards the lower back. Creating space there with every single inhale. Letting go of tension on every single exhale.
from here, taking 3 more deep breaths before coming and lay down on the belly. Ready? Slowly all the way down onto the belly here, placing those hands underneath your forehead, dropping your head, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the butt, relaxing the legs. Little moment to sense and feel what has happened here. And from here, placing one cheek in the ground, bending the knees, and then slowly moving the knees from side to side. And then from there, slowly placing those legs down. I'm gonna do a little back bend here. I'm gonna do another small one at the end, but just having a little counter pose for those forward folds. Then you can drop your head here for a swings pose, keeping the elbows in one line with the shoulders. We're not gonna stay here really long, but for now, see if you can bring that full attention towards the lower back. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. And from there, slowly coming all the way down again, placing one cheek on the ground, arms next to the body this time, dropping them open to the side. A couple of deep breaths here. then from here, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, slowly moving onto all fours. From there, moving those knees to the front and then dropping back onto the butt, stretching the legs out here. Now, from here, slowly walking those legs back a little bit more. And then from there, your first option is just to sit here, dropping the head. Now, if you notice that sitting here is already quite challenging, you can always grab like a pillow or something and come and sit on top of the pillow. Here you will notice that when you're a little bit higher, it's already easier to sit here. So you can use a pillow or maybe a blanket or a towel, roll it up, come and sit on top of it. And then from there, dropping those legs, relaxing them here, relaxing the feet, dropping your chin down. This is your first option. If you want more, you can see if you maybe want to move a little bit to the front with those elbows on top of the legs. You can always grab a pillow and place it underneath, and from there rolling down, or maybe without anything, rolling all the way down in an option that suits you. I'm gonna choose the option with the pillow today. So see what suits you, and then from there you're gonna drop your head, you're gonna release in the legs. From here, observing where you feel most of the tension is present. Our body always focuses upon the place where most of the tension is. That's the place that we feel. So it is possible that during the pose, at a certain point, you notice that your focus, just like that water, is flowing towards a different place in your body. And whatever place you're feeling right now, see if you can bring your focus, bring your breath all the way towards that place where you feel that you need it. bit more deep breaths here. And slowly rolling all the way back up again. Placing the hands behind you. Slowly moving a little bit more to the front, and from there dropping the knees to the side. Or maybe if you feel that you need a little bit more, your upper body. Having a slow twist from side to side. And then from there, you can either use a pillow for this one. You can also roll up a towel, roll up a blanket, depending on how much you want for the lower back. It can be a quite intense one. So if you notice it's too intense, then grab something else that you can roll up a little bit more loosely. So in my case, I'm going to use this pillow, and then from there, I'm going to place it all the way against the butt, and then from there we slowly roll over the pillow in my case, but this is quite a deep one. So if you feel I want a little bit less, grab a towel, roll it up. If it's too much, roll it up a little bit looser and then place it underneath. Especially after the forward fold, this can be quite an intense one, so really see what suits your body here. And then you can either place those arms over your head or maybe next to you. See what feels good here. It's the other back bend that we have in this sequence. Again, we're using this one as a counter pose for our forward fold. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. slowly placing the feet into the ground, bringing the arms down, and then slowly lifting your butt up so you can remove your towel or your pillow from underneath you, placing it to the side, and from there we drop those knees down from one side to the other here, some windshield wipers. And we're gonna go for the final pose of our sequence, and we're gonna do that on both sides. So on your next inhalation, you bring the knees towards the chest, and on an exhalation, dropping the knees on top of each other to the side. Now shoulder blades stay in the ground, and then you can see if you want to stay here, if you maybe want to put an extra twist there for the neck, looking in the opposite direction of the knees, keeping the twist soft to let it all flow here on the back of our back, at the same time stimulating the organs here, having this twist here, compression on one side, stretch on the other side. And again, see if you can breathe towards the lower part of your lower back, towards the kidneys. See if there is space to let go even more. And then taking 5 more deep breaths on this side. And then from there, slowly coming back up in the middle. And from there, dropping down to the other side. We're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. And again, you can check if you want to turn your face around, looking in the opposite direction, closing your eyes here. And having those deep breaths here, also having that relaxation for the lower back again. deep breaths on this side as well. And then slowly coming back in the middle, moving your knees around. And then from there, stretching the legs out. Maybe placing your hands onto the belly. Maybe bringing your arms next to your body. I'm going to leave you for your Shavasana here right now. Take as long in your Shavasana as you want. If you want to do a short Shavasana, take a short one. But if you have time, see if you want to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer. Thank you so much for joining me here. I wish you a beautiful day. Namaste.